All right, ripping and push sticks. I like my Jessam rip guides here. They work great, but for me they're kind of the minimum width stock that you have to run through here is about 3 inches. You can get by with a little less than that, maybe 2.5. But for me, as I'm pushing it through the blade here, once I get past this, engage that second roller. Depends upon how long your workpiece is, but let's just say I've reached the end of it now. So I can engage my push stick to get it past the blade. And right there, you can see I'm just on the inside of my insert here. And I'm able to push it by comfortably and not have a problem because I've got this clearance right here. But what happens when you can't use these or you get thinner? If you're ripping thin stock, let's just say 1.5 inches. Now you can use something like this, or you can use your gripper. That works great. Or I've got this in my drawer that I've had in there for quite a while, and I like the idea of this because my hand is well away from the blade, and I can push and not have any problem at all with the piece wanting to ride up on me or anything like that, because it's held down positively to the table and I'm wrapped around the fence. So this is nothing new. This is, I've seen guys that have had these done before, but the difference with this one is it's adjustable width, and since I've made this, I've gotten a lot better at cutting equally spaced holes and other things. So I want to kind of take this to the next level, I guess is what I'm getting at. But this could be good right down to 1/2 inch, because you can cut right through this if you want. And you see that I've done that a couple of times here. And then I've got replaceable guides on the back here, or tangs to push the work through. So I want to dress it up a little bit. The other thing is that when I put this on here, if I lean this way, you can see what happens. The work gets pushed away from the fence. That's not good. You don't want that. You don't want to get to a point here and then push away or get a little nervous and have that happen. You're going to bind up on the blade. You're going to ruin your cut. And that's not good. So I wanted to add an outrigger out here that can be dropped down, so that this, when you push down or get weight on the outside, you've got something to counteract that. So that's my basic premise of what I'm starting with. I'm just going to dress it up a little bit. So let's get busy. I'm kind of winging this one. I've got it in my head what I want to do, I guess, but we'll see what kind of results I can get. Can you say overbuilt? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to way overbuild this thing. You can see I cut my slots 1/4 inch. Perfect for a 1/4 inch bolt, 1/4 bolt. I'm going to embed some T-nuts into some new sides that I'm going to make out of this 13/16 red oak. I'll cut a new top. I can probably reuse the handle. I'll see about that. And then we should be good to go. It's pretty basic, but and the other thing I don't need is I don't need this top to be this wide, because back in the day I had a Biesmeyer, an old style Biesmeyer fence, That's why I had it this wide. That's gone now, so my fences are all aluminum extrusions, and they're either 40 millimeter or 1.5 inch. So I can cut this in half easily and get away with it. Actually, what it needs to be is 2 times this thickness plus, you know, a little bit more than the thickness or width of my extrusions. Right, I've got my squared end together. I put a triangle on it, so I know that if I fold it this way, that'll keep this end book matched. Now, don't ask me why I'm doing that, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna put the jointed edge against the fence, rip off from this end, triangle down, jointed edge against the fence, and cross cut off of this end. So I've taken the time to change my blade to a cross cut blade. I've also took my tape measure and just hooked it over the edge of the dubby here. And kind of eyeballed 8 inches. I mean, it's awful close. Looks like it might be a little bit strong, but so first one this way, second one this way. Let's see what we end up with here. No tear out whatsoever. Just beautiful. Okay, so back together this way. Fold them up. There you have it. 2 equal blocks. These will be my new sides. I'll put the triangle to the inside. Let's see what I ended up with here. Let's say that's within a 1/64 of an inch. Awfully close. If I wanted to take the time, I could dial that right in with this micro adjuster, get them exactly 8 inches, but I'm not going to waste my time with that. So, next I need to locate my holes. I'm thinking about 1 inch in from each end. So that'll give me about a 6-inch space in between. But that's not the way to go. I want that to be a known distance. I want that to be 6 inches. So 1 inch in from this end, 6 inches from there. I don't want to reverse these and end up with that little bit of a fraction off.